So thanks to Mike for sending in a request. He's asked a few questions about autorotations, so we're going to go through some of the things I recommend and also some of the things I don't. We'll start with size first. I'm going to be using a Tron Gemini running 560 Azure blades. This is a good size to start with, as it costs less than a 700 in case you have a tip over, but you still get much better hang time than a 450 or a 500. One of the first things I do when someone asks me to auto the helicopters is to check that it doesn't wobble at low head speed. A wobble can be disastrous in an auto where the head speeds can get quite low. So the easiest way to check this is to put the model in a hover just above the ground and turn the motor off. Try to keep it off the ground for as long as possible and it should settle with no wobbling. For your first practice runs, I would turn the head speed down. Basically we want just enough so that you can stop and hover without landing. I'm using about 1400 on the Gemini and it hovers nicely like that and has enough control authority to dig me out if I come in a little hop. The first exercise you should do are approaches. You want to take the helicopter up high, turn to the lower head speed and fly the helicopter down to hover in front of you. You can start doing this now, long before you need to start thinking about doing full autos, as it will get you used to seeing the model in all of the necessary orientations and also have you learning to deal with wind. There are 3 different approaches that you should practice: 60 degree, 45 and 30 degree descents. And if you practice these for a few weeks in various wind conditions, you'll soon feel very comfortable bringing them down in front of you at different angles. One question from Mike was, should you use Bailout, which is a fast spool up from throttle hold? I'm going to say you should definitely have it set up, however you shouldn't use it when learning basic autos. The reason is, if you've messed up and the model has lost most of its head speed and you do a fast spool up, the tail can spin round, you can lose orientation and put yourself in danger. You can see here how the tail kicks out when bailing out from low head speed. Now that you've been doing approaches for a few weeks, it's time to shoot an auto. You can either turn the head speed down further or just go for it. You want to be doing it into wind so that you have lift when you flare to slow the model down, and it also slows the forward speed, making it easier to stop. One thing you might want to do is get rid of any rubber stoppers on the skids. The model should be able to slide and not tip over if you land while moving. Thanks again to Mike for sending in the request. I hope this answers your questions. Let me know if there's anything else I've missed out. Until next time.